Hey everybody, Chad here. In this video, we're going to talk about the key to success. And I'm going to put a spin on it. We're going to talk about one thing and one thing only. And this is kind of when you talk about keys to success and success in general is what's the biggest bang for your buck and how to be successful. Now, when we talk about success, I'm going to jump right into it. The one thing that we have to focus on, and by the way, my laundry's in the background, so that's what you're looking at right now. I am in Thailand, so it's funny because no matter if you stay in like a luxury condo, luxury complex, usually it's a Thai thing. Like when they do laundry, a lot of places, even luxury, a lot of places will not come with a washer and dryer. This condo, on the main floor, they have a washer and dryer if you want to use it. Some units come with a washer only, not a dryer. That's kind of weird. Like if you come from the States, like if you buy a washer, you're gonna have a dryer. But it's really kind of a Thai culture that they put stuff out here on the balcony to dry. A lot of times they don't even use a washer. So it's kind of funny when they build luxury condos, you would think they would build them because they really want Farang or foreigners to rent them or buy them, or investors to buy them, but they kind of build them for Thai. So that's what you're seeing right here. So it is like more like a Thai local thing of you kind of air out your laundry. You're not really drying it in a dryer like what we would use in the States. But anyway, let's go back to the key to success, or the main key to success. And this is what it is. You have to be that person now. You understand? You have to be that person now and present. Okay? We think backwards. Okay? Lots of times poverty, middle class, they think backwards. They think, well, Chad, I'll be that person when I am successful. I'll be that person when I'm a multimillionaire. I'll be that person when I make $250,000 a year. I'll be that person when I get the salary I want. Make sense? That's how we think on a lot of stuff. And I'm guilty of it too. Okay? I'll be that person when I do this. I'll start giving to charities when I finally can afford to give to charities. Makes sense? I'll start helping people when I have the time to do it. That's kind of how we think. We're thinking backwards. Okay? The areas of success and the areas of abundance is you be that person now. Okay, and I'll give you some examples here. If you want to be a millionaire, or maybe you want to 10 times your income, maybe you want to make $250,000 a year, whatever it is, maybe it's not a millionaire, but how would you behave? How would you act if you're a millionaire? If you just sit back in your imagination and think for a second, what would you be doing? How would you be behaving? How would you be carrying yourself? Would you be more confident? Make sense? Would you be worried about paying your bills like we are right now? You know what I mean? Every time you pay your credit card bills, every time you pay your rent, mortgage, electric, water, car payments, insurance, all that jazz. Some people, and I've done this too, some people just freak out. They get worried, they get anxious every time they go and try to pay stuff. I thought I'm gonna get this notification off there. I thought I'll stare at it. But the whole concept is be that person now. And what we end up doing, we play games with ourselves. Or people like to debate. They like to try to dilute what you're saying. They like to give you try to discredit you, discredit the process, because this is what people would do. They will say, well, Chad, for me to act like a millionaire now, well, I can't just go out and buy my dream car. I can't just go out and buy my 2024 Porsche 911 twin turbo blood orange. I can't just go out and spend $200,000 on a car. I can't just go out and buy my dream house. This is what we're doing. We're constantly focused on what we can't do. Make sense? This is the laws of abundance. Stop focusing on what you can't do, but focus on what you can do. Focus on what you want, what you can do. Focus on present moment. Okay, there's a lot of things you can do to act as if you're a millionaire if you want to be a millionaire. Okay, maybe, for example, maybe for myself, I would think that I would be more confident. I would carry myself more confident. Not ego, okay, just more confident, okay? Maybe I would be better at setting boundaries, better at saying no. Maybe I would be more friendly. When all the wealthy people I know personally, like super wealthy, okay, maybe they make 15 million, 20 million a year, sometimes more. One of the things I find is that they're some of the nicest people I know. You know, if you just met them on the street, you wouldn't even know the type of money they really make. But they're just so humble, so nice. Now, unless you really went to their house, you know, if they're into cars and you see their car, maybe you would start connecting, oh, this person makes some money. But other than that, lay that aside, you'd probably never even know how much money they truly make because they're just so friendly, nice, and humble. You know, they're not trying to show off. They're not trying to impress you. They're just so humble in that state. Okay, so when I start seeing that with my own eyes, you know, that's how I want to be. Okay, I don't need tons of money to be that person. Makes sense. I can be that person now. Makes sense. I can walk. Yeah, I'm in Thailand. I can walk around and say hi to everybody. Be respectful. You know, lots of times Thai have like respectful things that they do that show kind of respect. At the end of the Thai language, usually if you're a woman, you say ka. A guy will say kup. So it's more of a respectful way of speaking. You're doing it more in a respectful way. So you're saying hi, how are you? Maybe you say it in Thai. But you can be. My point is, you can be that person now. Okay, see that's the whole trick of this. We're living backwards. It's about living in present moment, but it's about being the person you want to be now. And start, even if you don't know, maybe you want to be a millionaire, start researching, and you don't know any millionaires, okay? You don't know personally, okay? So start researching them. Start getting on YouTube, Instagram, whatever. Start following them. Start, you know, if you feel like they have certain characteristics that you want, how they carry themselves, so forth and so forth, you can start to mimic that behavior. And another thing I want to talk about, sometimes the naysayers will always push back on debates and stuff like that. They might even say, well, Chad, you're in Thailand, you're on one hand, you're in a really nice condo, you know, you're seeing success all around you. Okay, let me show you an example here. Yes, you could cast an argument like when you're around success, when you're around nice things, when you're around the environment that you want to be in, okay, it does become easier because you can go out and you can see and you can put yourself in a meditative state. You can put yourself in a grateful state. You know what I mean? You can walk around and you can, like 5 minutes away from the beach, I can walk to the beach and walk through the beach and do almost like a meditation walk. Or I find myself throughout the day, several times a day, I'll just feel crazy grateful. What I mean by grateful, like the real feeling of grateful, not that I'm trying to force it. You know what I mean? But it hasn't always been this way. Okay, well, I love what Wallace Waddles says in The Science of Getting Rich. And if you haven't read The Science of Getting Rich, it's a great little book to read and put in your library. I'll pin a comment where you can get the book. It's actually 3 books in one, but Science of Getting Rich is one of them. And what I love in one of his chapters, he states that really when we start controlling our mind, really when we become a mastermind, mind control, really what it means is once we really mastered our mind, is that we think riches no matter if we're surrounded by poverty. We think health no matter if we're surrounded by disease. That's really a true mastermind. That's really when you really have the truth inside you. And what's truth? Truth is abundance is already inside you. Abundance is our birthright. Once you start realizing that and you get better and better and better at your thoughts and your thinking mind, that's where the power comes from. So no matter if you're surrounded with poverty, no matter if you're surrounded with an ugly environment, your mind is of riches. No matter if you're surrounded by disease, your mind is of health. That's really the true power of controlling our mind. Okay, so don't use, lots of times it's easy to kind of do this stuff. You know, when you're in great environments, you're around great friends, but that has taken work too. Okay, there's been many times in my life, I'm not in the greatest environment. Okay, I'm not around the greatest people, because we might look at it as when you go to work. Okay, technically when you go to work, well, I can't really control who all my coworkers are. Okay, I can't control what they think about, what they talk about and yap about and complain about all day long. I can't really control that because I'm at work. The only way I can control it is if I quit and choose a different environment. So in a way, I am in control, but lots of times we can't control. We can control our environment, but there's also a risk, okay, when we talk about jobs. You can control your environment, but it might be you man up, you step up, and you quit, and you purposely put yourself into a better environment, which is going to thrust you forward. Okay, so don't use these types of examples. This makes it easy for me. I'll be honest with you. I go out, sometimes if I find my mind going in the gutter, sometimes I'll go out, stand on the balcony, look over, I go down to the pool, maybe walk to the beach, and then I'm seeing visually, I'm seeing beauty all around me. You know, then it helps to kind of refocus, helps me get back in the present, helps me get back into thinking positive. But no matter if it's there or not, we still can control it. So let's get back to how to be successful. Okay, let's kind of recap this a little bit. How to be successful, you have to be that person now. You have to be the person you want to be now. The person you see yourself in your imagination of, you know, having your dream job, having your dream career. Maybe you want to give to charities and big charities. Okay, maybe you can't write a $100,000 check right now, but maybe you can write a $25 check. You're still doing what you want to do. Okay, and as you're kind of responsible for small things, you're taking care of small things. Lots of times, bigger things will be blessed to you because you're taking care of those tiny things. So the same thing like if you own a car. If you take care of your car, even if it's not a Porsche, even if it's not a $200,000 car, even if it's not a BMW, you take care of what you have. Okay, you take care of it to a point where you outgrow it. Once you outgrow it, that's when lots of times blessings will come to you. Once you really outgrow your space, then that's when better things will come to you. Lots of times we're not staying in a game long enough where we're outgrowing our space. Okay, as you start to outgrow it because you become a better version of yourself, things will start coming to you. And the way you outgrow is be that person now. Don't sit there and say, okay, I make $50,000 a year. Everybody else at work is mean, crude, rude, says bad words and cuss words all through the day. HR don't do nothing about it, so I'm just gonna play their game. No, because when you play their game, you're dropping to their level, you're dropping to their consciousness, you're dropping to their level of vibration. And remember, law of attraction, law of abundance, law of assumption. Once you drop to their level, of vibration, you attract on their level of vibration. So how you outgrow your space, how you outgrow your job is if you want to be a millionaire, you want to be successful. Doesn't matter if you want to be a millionaire. You want to make $200,000 a year, $100,000 a year, way more than maybe you're doubling your salary. You be that person now. No matter your environment, and it's hard because I've been in some negative environments. Trust me. Trust me on this. When we talk about factories and factory work and stuff like that, trust me, I've been in some flipping negative environments. But you be that person now. You're happy now. You're a funny person to be around with. You're a fun person to be around with. You're happy all the time. Okay, you're smiling and goofy and playing all the time. Make sense? You You're a better version of yourself now. Okay, that's why you have to do a little bit of homework, because you have to decide what you want, what level of income you want, and then at that point, you have to think, how would I be if I actually was that person? How would I act and behave and actually be if I have my dream job, I have my dream career, whatever you want? How would you be? How would you be acting? How would you be living and acting in present moment? And what you'll find is most of those characteristics we're talking about, you can actually be that right now. You can actually do it right now. And that's what you have to do. That's what you have to become. That's how you get more successful. That's the key to ultimate success, is live in present moment and be that person now. Stop getting caught up with that, well, I can't just write $100,000 check. I can't just go down the road and buy my dream house. I can't just buy my dream car. You're focused on what you can't do all the time. That hinders you, that holds you back. Focus on what you can do. Focus on what you can control. Okay? What you can do and can control is being more nice, being more giving. Giving isn't always money. Giving is your time, listening. Maybe you're helping, physically helping. Maybe your friend's moving and you say, oh, I'll come help you move for the day or a couple of days. And sometimes it's a whole weekend. You can be, most of the time you're fine. You can be that person now. That's where success lies. That's how you outgrow your space. That's how things come to you. Basically, when you look at biblical text, spiritual text, you reap what you sow. Bottom line, that's the laws of the universe. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you reap, the more you sow. And, we can twist it and we can talk about, well, we can sow negative seed and we can reap negative. We can sow positive and we can reap positive. So pay attention. The universe is always a giving universe. Okay? The more we're giving, the better things are going to come to us. The more we're happy, the more happiness basically comes to us. And I'll end it with this. And this is currently, I'm in Thailand. I've been in Thailand for a couple months now, almost a couple months. And one of the things, my girlfriend's with me all the time, of course. And lots of times we'll walk around, we'll go downstairs, walk around. Sometimes we'll drive the motorbike around. So no matter where we're going, I'm always saying hi to people. Even when we walk through the condo, always saying hi to people. I almost walk around like I own the place. Not in a bad way, but I'm always saying hi, how are you? How's your day? Sometimes I say it in Thai, if they're Thai. I'm talking to housekeepers. I'm talking, anybody. I'm talking to, they're cleaning. They're doing all the landscape. I'm talking to office workers. No matter where I go, I'm saying hi, hi, hi. And what happens is when you do that, not everybody says hi back. Some people just walk by you with a stern look on their face. Most of them Farang, most of them are foreigners. You know what I mean? Most Thai will actually respond to you. Not all the time, but most Thai will actually respond. Or they'll respond respectful, say cup. But what I find is maybe, it could be maybe 50% of the time, people will kind of lock eye with me and say, oh, hey, how are you? Sometimes it starts up a little 1 or 2 minute conversation. But you do have those moments where people don't respond to you. They heard you. They heard you, but they just don't respond. They just keep on walking by you. And one of the things I found is my girlfriend said to me, it's well, why are you so nice? Why you keep on just saying hi to people and they don't say hi back? I would just stop saying hi. But see, that's really an unsuccessful, that's really what the average person, I don't want to say unsuccessful mindset, but that's really what an average person would do. Okay. I'm not average. I don't want to be average. If you want to have a wealthy mindset, you want to put yourself in a state, how would I act? How would I live if I was a millionaire? Well, that's exactly what I would be doing. So I'm doing what I feel like I would be doing over here with millions of dollars. Because this is what I find. When we talk about money is not the root of all evil, okay? What money does, money just expands who you really are. Money just brings out who you really are. That's all money does, okay? If you're a nice person, for example, if you're a nice person being broke, well, you're going to be a nicer person when you have tons of money. Okay, when you're not so nice being broke, when you're pretty much a ding dong, you know what I mean? Using a corny word there. Well, you're gonna be a beggar when you have money. Okay, that's what I find. Money just expands who you are. Okay, so if you're nice, you're gonna be nicer. If you're not, well, you're gonna go down that slope as well. So which one you want to be? Okay, if you're nice, you're gonna be, like, well, I'm nice, I'm a giver, I talk to a lot of people, I like to help people out, make sure people's okay. Well, when you have money, you're gonna be more of that person. You're just gonna be able to play a bigger game. That's all money does. Is like if I give the charities now, or I give the charities what I believe in, or I help now, I help people now, or if I feel that intuition to do it, what happens is all money does is you can play a bigger game. Okay, I can help even more people, or I can get, if it's giving money, I can give larger amounts of money to help. Maybe you can help family financially. Without money, you can't do. You know what I mean? So the whole essence of this is be that person now. Bottom line, be that person today. And if you don't know, then you have to do some research. You have to start researching and following people that make the money you want to be. And maybe they don't make the money, but they have certain characteristics that you want. Or in your mind, start going into your imagination. How would I behave when I reach the level of success I really want? How would I be? How would I be living? What's my mindset would be? Would I be more confident? Would I have less worries? So forth and so forth. But be that person now. Be that version of you, that wealthy, successful version of you. Be that person now. That's the ultimate key to this. Now, that's easier said than done. It does take a lot of work. Okay, but if you persist and you consist in it, you will find that more and more you're becoming that person now, and more things will start manifesting into your life. More and more it will become closer and closer and closer to you, because you're really tricking your subconscious mind. Okay, the more you behave like that wealthy version of you, your subconscious mind don't know what's reality, what's not reality. Okay, what you're doing is you're just tricking your subconscious mind. You're doing it so long that your subconscious mind thinks you're wealthy. Your subconscious mind thinks that you have millions of dollars. So once your subconscious mind, it gets embedded in there, once it really thinks that, that's when basically the money will come. That's when opportunities will start coming to you. Okay? But other than that, hopefully that helped. Don't want to go on. Sometimes I repeat myself, but I know sometimes when we're talking about these concepts, sometimes you need to hear it more than once. Okay, now I know sometimes people have watched the videos, once I say it one time, they click it off. Okay, but you need to hear this stuff over and over and over and over and over again to finally get it to sink in, to finally understand what we got to do. But other than that, my friends, I'll see you in the next video. Blessings to you. Comment below what's working, what's not working. This is a community, of course. It's not an end all be all. But anyway, blessings to you. I'll see you in the next video.